If you ask the average Kiwi which group of people in New Zealand are always looking for something for nothing and will take it without any conscience whatsoever, and if they don't get what they want for nothing, they get angry and they get bitter and twisted, and in fact they become antisocial. Well, you know what the answer would be for that, and that would be Maori. And the Maori now feel that they're kicked in the guts over the failed Maori ward bid in Manawatu. You see, something given to them for nothing, for them to have influence without any effort to actually get onto a committee or a board where they have the right to vote. They want this given to them. For some strange reason, they think they're above everybody else. Well, they're not. And the Manawatu Council has said, no, we are not going to have a Maori ward. And oh boy, you want to see the little children crying here. You want to see the little Maoris all upset, screwing up bits of paper and going into wailing because they weren't given what they wanted, like some spoilt pack of children. And of course, this would put you off straight away. If I was sitting on the board, it would put me straight off. I'd say, no, from day one. The meeting started with a haka. Now, who the bloody hell wants to go to a meeting and start with a haka or a puffery or any of this sort of crap? Who needs it? Who wants it? This is the problem. You're there to do business, you're there to sort things out, not to do bloody hakas and all the other crap that these people tend to want to spend so much time on. So the meeting started with a haka and Manawatu iwi challenging the council to be courageous in its decision making. Who the hell do these people think they are? There to get something for nothing. They want to put people on a board at a very handsome income, and they are challenging the elected personnel of the community to make the right decision, but only in their bloody right minds, in their decision. Tears, anger and heartache followed the tangata whenua out of the room as a historic opportunity became in the eyes of some cynical sidelining. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Manawatu district councillors have voted 6-4 to defer a decision on whether to introduce Maori wards until 2024 amid accusations aspirations of re-election were put ahead of their convictions. Well, I tell you what, I would say that anyone with half a brain who wants to maintain our democracy, who wants to maintain New Zealand as a one people, one country, of course they're going to vote against it. And these particular group of Maori, their accusations are saying that the people who voted against them were using aspirations of re-election. Well, of course they were. Of course they were. Because the majority of people do not want Maori wards. Okay? Get it through your thick heads that the most of the population in New Zealand do not want Maori wards. We do not need Maori wards. We just don't want Maori wards. We don't want to see this country split down the middle any more than it is now. The Rangatani leader, Wiremu Kingi Te Awa Te Owo, whatever he is, who was representing Te Rangamare Marae, said Thursday the decision had wounded. It had wounded its relationship with the council. Stop the dramatics, you silly man. His marae. Yes, his marae would quit the council's iwi advisory committee, Ngā Mani Taiko, and he expected other marae to follow suit. Wouldn't that be a good move? They're all going to quit the council iwi advisory committee. That would be a bloody good move. Thank you. Would you do that? I bet you don't. I bet you don't, because you know you're getting meeting quotas. You're getting the cash for your meeting quota. Of course you are. You're not going to quit that. You're not going to quit money for nothing, mate. Now, this law change in February brought in by this Mahuta woman, meant the introduction of Maori wards could no longer be stopped by bringing public polls. Palmerston North and Rangitikei councils have both since introduced Maori wards. Gutless bloody wonders. Gutless bloody wonders. They want to see New Zealand split down the centre on ethnic terms, and I don't. Who wants to, except these gutless bloody councillors who will not stand up to these Maori and say, sit down, shut up and behave yourselves. The Manawatu Council has tried to do the same ahead of the 2019 local body elections as a means of honouring Treaty of Waitangi obligations and improving Maori representation, but it was a resounding defeat by a poll in which 77% of the public who voted opposed the change, and that has not changed. The majority of New Zealanders do not want to see these Maori wards. They do not want to see preference given to Maori. Why should Maori have preference? Where does it say in the treaty that they should have preference? It's not there. It is just not there. But every little bit of encouragement and help and what have you for people to stand on their own, like every other ethnic group in New Zealand, stand on their own for representation and to be voted, no problem. No problem with that at all. But these people with their bloody hands out all the time, wanting something for nothing and to be given to them, that is what's getting up the nose of the majority of New Zealanders. And what is this country for? This country is for the majority of New Zealanders, not some minority group who think they are the end-all and be-all of the community. Well, they're not. They're just, again, Kiwis living here. And if anyone says to you that they're Indigenous, that is bullshit, and more bullshit, and you know it's bullshit, so don't ever take that one as the angle. And as far as the Treaty of Waitangi goes, well, as far as it goes, that is now just such a joke, because it's been rewritten, it has been reformed, it's been resold and rewritten again by people who all have an axe to grind. So anyone who takes notice of a simple thing such as the Treaty of Waitangi, 3 simple paragraphs, as clear as you want it to be, but I know these people, so they can get something for nothing, have clouded it, have rewritten it, and in fact they have bloody well mocked it.